every 3,000 miles. That's what every WRX STI owner preaches for oil changes. Maintaining your Subaru will increase its reliability and longevity, but it's not so simple as to toss on any kind of oil filter and pair it with any kind of oil. I'm visiting Oakos Automotive, working with Nolan, where we'll be diving into everything about oil, filters, and why it matters.
Yes, I am also Nolan. I work here at Oakos Automotive. We've been selling Subaru and Subaru performance parts to enthusiasts like Nolan for the last 20 plus years, and we're gonna get them fixed up.
So 3,000 versus 6,000 miles, does it really matter when you change your oil?
Problem is, with these cars, and especially in the STI, the old EJ engine, we know it likes to consume oil just under normal use. So any more you push your oil change interval without having to add oil is more oil that you're gonna consume and be below the optimal level. Really, that's the only thing to look out for in your oil change, other than at the extreme of that number, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, you're really gonna start breaking down even oils like this to a point that isn't really performing to like the fullest of its capability anymore. The old saying has always been like 3,000 miles or 3 months, or 6,000 miles or 6 months. Just in the same of running the car, those contaminants in the oil are breaking down the oil as it's sitting, even if you're not driving the vehicle. So you need to not only look at the time, but also look at the mileage that you're putting on it as well.
5W30 versus 5W40, does it really matter?
Say the car comes with 530, that's what it's recommended for. Like, that's gonna be fine for most people. The thing is, we know these engines like the thicker oil, they benefit from it, they're more protected, they're less likely to spin a bearing. The only real drawback is like maybe a slight hit in fuel mileage, because it's a little thicker. So yeah, for majority of people that are like baseline stock power levels up to even like basic bolt-on stuff, so say like the 400 wheel horsepower range, like this is going to be great for them, and even power levels above that.
E85 versus pump gas, what's the difference, and should you run a different type of oil if you're running one or the other?
Yeah, so with talking about 93 versus E85, you do have to worry about fuel contamination in your oil. Luckily, there are different oils that have been made that have different additives in them that make them more resistant to that fuel contamination. So we're gonna recommend potentially even a different weight, typically thicker, or just a different oil type altogether. Something like the Synergy 6100 in a 1040, or maybe like a motorsports oil like the 300B that's gonna be made from the ground up to withstand those types of corrosive fuels from the start.
So of all these oils, what should I run on my 2019 STI?
So we're gonna do actually our most popular oil change package that we offer. It's going to be the Motul 8100 XS in a 5W40 with the Tokyo-Roki black filter and the standard issue crush washer.
Oil filters, blue, Tokyo-Roki blacks, purple, HKS.
Well, so a lot of it comes down to personal preference. There's a ton of great options of high quality filters, even that are available at places like AutoZone. For a while, we had the blue Subaru filter that you could buy from the dealership. That's what they're gonna change your oil with. You get it changed there, but that's recently been discontinued and replaced with like a temporary source that we can't really verify the manufacturer of. We don't really know the specs of it. Luckily with that, we've been able to start supplying a replacement, which is the Tokyo-Roki branded filter. That's actually what comes on, say, your STI from the factory, and we're getting that from Subaru in Japan. The selection we've essentially collected here is all going to be top tier, high quality filters, all with good media, good pressure release, all the stuff you want in a good filter. There's options like the RCM filter that has a little bit better pressure relief spec, a little bit better filter media, pay a little bit more for that. Within all of these, they're all gonna come in different colors too, so if you have it, say, on an F-Series engine, it's on the top of your engine and you wanna show that off at a car show, maybe you pick the purple HKS because that fits the theme of your build, or maybe you just like the clean black OEM look.
Oil is such a highly debated topic in the Subaru community, but regularly checking your oil so you're not running low and sticking to a solid cadence of changing your oil is the most important thing you could do to keep your car running reliably. Personally, I stick to 3,000 miles and will now be switching to the tried and true Motul 5W40. And also, I am working on a new build that needs trans fluid, diff fluid, whole oil change, all the works. What do you got?
Well,